When an I/O request is made, the user process typically requires some type of a response from the device, even if it's just a status that, yes, I got it, I'll do this for you. So what happens with the user process or the user thread once the I/O call is made? What will happen to the thread will depend on whether the I/O operations are synchronous or asynchronous. For synchronous I/O operations, the process or the calling thread at least will be blocked. The OS kernel will place that thread on the wait queue that's associated with the corresponding device, and then the thread will eventually become runnable when the response from this request becomes available. So in the meantime, it will be blocked, it will be waiting, it will not be able to perform anything else. With asynchronous operations, the user process is allowed to continue as soon as it issues the I/O call. At some later time, the user process can be allowed to come in and check, are the results ready for this operation? And at that point, it will retrieve the results. Or perhaps at a later point, the process itself will be notified by the device or by the operating system that the operation has completed and that any results are ready and are available at a particular location. The benefit of this is that the process doesn't have to go and periodically check to see whether the results are available. This is somewhat analogous to the polling versus interrupt-based interface that we talked about earlier. Remember that we talked about these synchronous I/O operations when we talked about the flash paper in the lesson on thread performance consideration? And there, the solution was for the kernel to avoid blocking the user process by creating separate threads that will perform I/O operations, in that case, synchronous I/O operations that will block. Here, we're really talking about asynchronous I/O operations truly being supported within the operating system.